The number one vintage coin in American history is that beautiful Wild West silver dollar known as the Morgan dollar. And over its years, 27 years consecutive in circulation, we had a lot of history tied in. But tonight we're going to talk about the end of an era, the end of a mint, the last silver dollar struck by that mint. Are you with me on what it is? Finally back in stock, the 1904 New Orleans, certified this evening. So the Morgan dollar is the child of the Comstock lode. We've talked about that many a times over the years. The big silver find, the largest silver find ever. Now we have silver, let's make a big silver dollar. Let's make this work, right? Very proud, boastful. It's the largest silver dollar ever. So we have Philadelphia, San Francisco, and Carson City start making these coins in 1878. But there's a problem. We need more coins. We're really moving west. And part of the process is, well, the port of New Orleans going up the Mississippi and just going west, right? We had a mint in New Orleans before the Civil War. We closed it during the Civil War, and it never reopened. It didn't reopen until 1879, year 2 of the Morgan dollar series. And then they struck the Morgan dollar 26 consecutive years until 1904. And that's when the Morgan dollar was stopped. And then in 1909, New Orleans closed their doors forever. The brand new Denver Mint is now open. Modern technology, modern machinery. New Orleans is always making mistakes. They did. They made a lot of them, which is a lot of fun for collectors, but it's part of the story. So we're modernizing everything else. We're putting Denver as the third mint for circulating coins. Today, it's the second mint. San Francisco doesn't make coins for circulation anymore. So we have the end of an era, the closing of a chapter in U.S. history. The only southern mint striking silver coins in our country was New Orleans. There were 26 Morgans, and this is the last one. The other unique story is, if you look at this, the mintage figures, how many were made, how few were made. This 1904, this last year of issue, ranks number 6 out of 26. So it's up there, top 10 coin. So by low mintage, we have few surviving. That's just the nature of the beast, right? Well, today, an NGC 63, blast white beauties, by the way. All of our coins look this stunning. All the others are kicked out. My competition sells an uncirculated coin at $175, and they sell a certified 63 at $225. We're over $100 less. All the coin, all the history. That's the ABC way. It's just something special. But there's also something else to add now to the mix. As time goes on, more and more information is out there. We knew what the mintage figures were. I referenced they ranked number 6 because that's what the government published. But what's out there today? Well, for the last 40 years, NGC publishes everything they see. Whether it's a higher grade or a lower grade or it's this grade, they publish everything. So over the last 40 years, they've seen only 161,720 coins that make it to this grade or higher. That's unique. Because here's the spin, i.e. the open the eyes on that number. Remember 2021? Remember the craziness of 2021? Remember the 100th anniversary Morgan dollars. And to our surprise, they brought back Carson City and New Orleans in 2021. All the mints that struck the Morgan originally are in this program, even though Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco were the only mints open in 1921 when they struck the last coin. So the 100th anniversary is here. And on May 24th, they make 175,000 old mint Morgans, dated 2021, and they sell out in 3 minutes. And it creates this ruckus in the industry. The U.S. Mint changes their ordering process. That is how crazy it got. You might have been one of the ones trying. I remember, saying a few words I maybe shouldn't say in public and, looking at my keyboard like, come on. I know I got fat fingers, but I typed everything right. What do you mean you didn't get my order? Right? Today at 2021, brand new Morgan dollar, with 175,000 of them known to exist, again, struck only less than 5 years ago. And they're at $2.49 to $2.99. That's why I love this actual vintage coin. Guys, give me a 30-second clock, please. So it's not the remake by the U.S. Mint, which is a silver dollar from New Orleans, right? This is the last one ever made. The actual last silver dollar struck by the New Orleans Mint. Again, closing their doors in 1909, only a few years later, never to reopen. The low mintage puts us in a great place. As I said, number 6 out of 26. But when it comes down to it, we love our beautiful, big silver dollars. And certified as a 63, this means it's special. Very special. And tonight, not 175, not 225. Our price is under 100 for a certified 63. Can you believe it? Well, here, we kind of make that kind of stuff happen whenever we can find the coins. That's the challenge. So don't miss out.